Alright. And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Podcastination podcast, and we are doing this live on YouTube because Twitch can suck a dick.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of constantly getting booted out of our account every time I want to set up this particular stream on Twitch. So, my hands are raised. I give up. I surrender. It's pissed me off to the point where I just do not give a shit if it's on Twitch or not anymore. So until this mess is figured out, exclusively YouTube. I fucking give up. So anyway, joining us are our usual set of hosts. We have War Chief and Jason. How are you guys feeling today?
Same old, same old.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, well, today's topic is Halloween memories. And before we get into that, Jason, something went down with you. This current Halloween. Mind shedding some light on the bullshit that happened to you?
Yeah. That was, without a doubt, one of the most scariest Halloweens I've ever been through. And I wasn't even home. Okay.
Well, the floor is yours. Go for it.
Okay, you already heard the story, Kyle, but War Chief needs to know as well.
Yeah,
and so do all of you.
Well, this is the time for you to give us a little more detail, because you only shared, like, what was happening in the now, so...
Yeah. Well, like, the day started off pretty normal. Like, I went to work, we loaded the Super Duty. Like, a 2-quart truck. I work at firewood, so that's what I do. I loaded the truck with a friend. Well, my coworker, really. Well, he's a friend. Anyway. Getting off topic. Well, right afterwards, my boss tells me, hey, would you mind going on a trip with me, because my son's gonna go to Washington for a few days. I'm like, oh, sure, no. Why not? No problem.
Yeah, and it's...
Oh, did I regret that decision?
I knew it.
Yeah. It turned out okay at first. Well, hold on, Kyle.
Well,
this
you just figured, hey, extra bucks sent my way, why not? Getting paid for this, why not do it?
Yeah. Like, extra bucks are sent on my ass, I'm going for it.
Little did you know that the devil heard that and was like,
This dumb motherfucker.
Raw night tonight, motherfucker. Tonight, you my bitch. Because, well, the trip actually went smoothly, okay? Because at first we were worried, because it rained at Penn Valley or Grass Valley or wherever the delivery was. It was around there. And we had to go through a dirt gravel, and we were worried we'd get stuck, because it rained recently. And please keep in mind, this 2-quart truck, 1997 Super Duty, was only a 2-wheel drive. So there ain't no 4-wheel drive to pull us out of this shit. So that's why we were a little nervous. Yeah. That was my first fear of that day. That we'd get stuck. But it turns out everything worked out. We were able to dump the wood. And here's where my second fear came in. Because I completely forgot about one detail of my boss. You ready to hear it?
What?
He's like your grandfather, Kyle. Once he starts talking, he doesn't shut up.
No, boy. Oh, that opens...
40 minutes after we dumped the wood, he was talking to the owners of that property.
Okay.
I was only talking to one of them for 20, and the other 20 I was just waiting for him to shut up.
I have something to add when we get to the actual tragedy that happened, but proceed.
Yeah, hold on, not there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? Oh, wait, no. Well, here's the deal. Like, we didn't notice it at first, because we reached the area where it says turn on your headlights. My boss turned on the headlights, but what he and I did not know is that when he turned it on, the lights didn't turn on. We had no idea. At first we just assumed it was on, but as we were leaving, I don't know where my boss Ron goes, hey Jason, can you check the front for me? I'm like, sure, what's going on? He's like, I don't think the lights are working. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And it turns out, I'm like, are the lights on? He's like, oh motherfucker, the headlights are broken. We can't drive at night. And guess what? Because he chit-chatted for almost an hour, we were 20 minutes away from it being dark. There was no way in hell we were going to get back to Orland before dark.
Like, were you
And it's
just,
illegal as fuck to drive without headlights in the dark.
Were you just like in the middle of like the desert freeway or like deserted freeway? Like in between towns?
No, we were still in Grass Valley.
You were still in town.
Like
okay.
we're in the countryside area, you know, kind of next to the freeway. That takes you from like, it's the freeway that could take you to Truckee, Reno, Grass Valley, Penn Valley area. Basically that whole area, but we're on the countryside of that area.
That's what I meant. Like, were you just like were you like in the town itself, or you were like in the surrounding farmland around it?
We were in the
farmland,
I think.
Like barely any buildings, if no buildings.
Yeah, barely any buildings.
Light. Oh.
Like if anything, it's like a countryside neighborhood with dirt gravel. We didn't even leave the freaking gravel area when we discovered the problem. So Ron, my boss, starts fiddling with the freaking switch thing, you know, seeing if like it was broken or not. Oh my gosh, this was comical. He twisted left, and guess what happened?
Huh.
The motherfucker popped off.
Just...
He's like, ah, shit. I'm like, oh no. I would have laughed if I wasn't worried that I wouldn't get home. Because at the same time, I thought we were doing the podcast on Halloween. In the back of my mind, I'm like, oh fuck, Kyle's gonna kill me.
So, you know when I sent
because I don't want to miss podcasts.
Yeah. Well, War Chief, you know when I send the message saying, oh, we'll just do this the following day?
Yeah.
Jason was in the middle of a dead zone when I sent that out. Matter of fact, it was hard.
I didn't get it yet.
When he called me and told me what happened, it was still difficult to make out what he was saying because it was such a bad area.
Yeah, it was so bad. So we go to one of his friend's place that's nearby. I forgot her name already. It doesn't matter if she was kind of a bitch, honestly. because like Ron explained the situation that we can't drive at night. He's like, hey, could you give us a ride back to Orange? She's like, fuck no.
Nah.
Basically turn us down flat, even though they've been friends for years. I'm like, wow.
Like,
that shows how much friends you have.
Man, it's the middle of the goddamn dead of night, and you want me to come out there and drive your ass somewhere? Fuck you.
Dude, it wasn't even 7 o'clock yet. She's like, hell no. So
how long were you out there? Because when you called me, I think it was like, what, 10 o'clock or something? Or something like that?
I'm getting there, hold on. I'm not done with this story yet.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
In order for you to understand the whole situation, we need to continue. So we go to Penn Valley where Squeezeburger is. That gas station that has Squeezeburger. And across the street, at the parking lot where we parked at, has a yogurt shop that's called Crazy for Yogurt. And I love that yogurt place because it's awesome.
Squeeze.
Yeah. And anyways, I was kind of in a foul mood because I'm like, well, fuck. I'm not getting home tonight.
Oh, yeah, when you're in a foul
I'm gonna
mood,
be
you
stuck.
take it out on everyone.
But luckily it took it out of my head because I didn't want to take it out on my boss and get fired and left in Grass Valley to die.
It's like, I could just see it now. It's like, all right, well, that's how you feel. Hey, why don't you go over there and get us some yogurt? You get out of the car. Just guns it out of there. You come out with the yogurt like, where the fuck did he go?
I'm sure the minute Jason would have walked through the door, he would have scooted out and turned around like, well, now I'm fucking stuck here.
Hey, at the very least, there was a pretty lady
here's what Jason would have said. Here's what Jason would have said. Oh, fuck, how did I not see that coming?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have said. But no, that's not what happened.
Alright,
Here's what
proceed.
really happened. Like, I decided I didn't want yogurt just yet, you know, because I couldn't help but notice across the street, Squeeze Burger, and I had money in my pocket. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going. And let me tell you something real quick. On a little side note, Squeeze Burger is cheaper than a fast food place, I swear. I order a Squeeze Burger without cheese, and yes, they serve French fries. I was correct.
Who would willingly go to a yogurt shop, though?
My boss.
Go buy a fucking Go-Gurt!
Keep that shit in your car. Hell, put it in a cooler. Why not? You know you're making a trip.
Well, anyways, like, well, right after I ordered my food, first I called my mother, let her know that I'm gonna be a little late tonight, or I'll be back tomorrow, because if I don't call her when something big happens, she gets all freaked out, and maybe calls the police or something, and I didn't want her doing it.
You're like, hey,
And then-
I'm gonna be a little late. Just
Yeah.
tap dances around the fact that you're stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And right after that was the first time I called you, letting you know what the hell was going on. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna make the podcast tonight. And that's when I got the message. I'm like, oh. Stupid
So
fucking
how
service.
is this fucking scary?
It's trapped in the middle of fucking
Oh.
nowhere.
I'm not done yet, War
That's
Chief.
scary to you?
War Chief, I'm not done. You ready to hear the scary part?
Oh, now you
I
tell.
was
Okay.
stranded with a chit chatter of a boss of mine for 4 fucking hours.
How was that scary?
Have
You're
you been
working overtime.
around him?
You're working overtime. How's that scary?
I mean, the way
It
you
was a
look
danger
at
to
it,
my brain.
What, you scared of fucking money?
No, I'm scared of a headache.
does he pay you by the hour?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
'Cause if so, that's
I
4
haven't got
extra
paid for
hours
that.
of money that you.
I
get
got paid
paid
for the loading, but not for the trip yet.
Yeah, you got overtime, motherfucker.
Considering the fact that the truck had to stay in Grass Valley until the very next day. We were there for 4 hours until one of Ron's friends was nice enough to pick us up, and oh my gosh, that guy is fucking awesome, by the way.
Yay.
He's hilarious.
I know one
See,
thing.
you
I would
wouldn't have met
probably...
this funny motherfucker if it wasn't for your
True.
boss.
True.
I
'Cause
can already see it now. It's like, hey, you two need a lift. You get in the car, and he's like, man, I'm so glad you picked us up. I was damn near gonna have a heart attack. Like, he's like, what? Would you shut the fuck up?
that was exactly what was kind of going through my mind.
If he told
And you know what's funny?
no.
After he-
If he told him to shut,
Hey,
the fuck.
I just thought of something scarier.
Great. Anyway.
Well,
Hold on, no, I just thought of
darn.
something scarier. What if Jason's boss hears this podcast?
Doubtful.
Doubt it.
But no, it's like I would have bet you money if this funny guy told him to shut the fuck up. You're like, okay, we're best friends now.
Well,
No,
anyway, you want to hear another funny thing?
Uh-huh.
Right after he came to get us, Ron took 10 fucking minutes to get his fat old ass in the car, in the truck. Ay, ay, ay. He's like, oh, let me get my stuff ready. I'm like, oh, it's been ready. I want to get out of here.
Yeah, fucking
The yogurt plate's
Jason.
closed. I already had my dinner. I want out of here.
Jason goes to work tomorrow, so fat old ass, huh?
I
Funny
could
thing
just
is,
see
I
it
go
now.
to
It's
work
like,
tomorrow.
"Hey, oh, hold on. Let me go get my stuff ready. Jason just had enough of this. Runs over to his truck, grabs all of his shit, and just throws it into the back of the other guy's truck. In home now.
In my head, I was kind of singing a song as I was waiting for Ron, like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, get your fat ass in this truck.
Jason goes to work tomorrow. His boss, so you want me to shut the fuck up? Takes Jason's paycheck and burns it in
Does it-
front of him.
No,
He
just-
pays me in cash. And for two, I tell him to shut the fuck up all the time. He just doesn't listen.
No, he just holds up the wad of cash in front of your face, just wipes his ass with it before handing it over.
I only got him to shut up one time. You want to hear that one time?
Mm.
Like, I'm like, unless you're gonna start paying me for your chit chat, shut up.
Oh my god. But anyway, I have something similar to this before we. Do you mind if I share my stranded story?
Oh, the
Sure.
one I've heard. Wait, which one?
I've only told you one story where I was stranded.
Oh, you all know what time I got home?
Midnight.
Near 11.
Oh.
Because you know what's awesome about my boss's friend? He hauls ass at the freeway. He ain't no bitch. He actually saw a car and flipped him off. No joke, I saw it.
Rednecks don't give two fucks.
Yeah, he was definitely one without a doubt.
Anyway, so first off, you said that your boss is like my grandfather, doesn't know when to shut his fucking trap.
Yeah, those two meet. It's gonna be a never-ending shit show talk show.
One mini story. Way back when, before I think I lived in Orland, we were in Lake Tahoe. We rented out a cabin down there, stayed there for a vacation, and we were going to this casino/hotel called the Horizon, and it has this awesome arcade in there. And we were driving over there, and my grandfather is doing the usual thing and freaking talking my ear into fucking oblivion. And I see a red light up ahead. I'm like, oh, okay. And he doesn't slow down. He keeps going. I'm like, okay, stop, stop. He wasn't stopping because he was too distracted. You know the expression, you can't chew gum and walk at the same time?
Yeah.
This man can't talk and look straight ahead at the same time. I'm like, red light! And he guns the freaking brake.
Guns the brake. So anyway.
So yeah, he stops the car right when I was about to sock him in the shoulder. A big ass semi freaking barrels down the other side of the street, and I'm like, that was almost fucking us. So yeah, I just wanted to share that small story, but I could share mine, or we could save it as a topic.
We could save it as a topic.
Alright.
What do you mean by topic? Like for another one, or
No, for like
Later on.
I don't know what we'd call about it, you know, like on the road stories, road trip stories, or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we
Alright,
do
so
need ideas for November.
Yeah.
so
now, yeah, we're gonna. You said you had something scary before going in, or is this involving a Halloween thing?
No. This is what happened that one day when I was in literally the day before Halloween when I was in that party with you.
Oh, well, what was it?
I'm in a party with Nova, and I hear 4 fucking bombs go off, and I see 5 cop cars racing down my fucking street.
The hell?
I'm just like, well, it is Devil's Night.
Yeah. Day before Halloween, people get nuts even before Halloween. But yeah,
Just like the crow.
apparently War Chief and I were just in a party, and War Chief just hears coming from outside. Holy. Oh yeah. You know, that reminds me of something else. So, this was back during the whole 2012 scare, you know? And we were, it was in the cabin, but we were, so it was literally the night before December 21st. And I'm laying in bed, And this 2012 thing was going on for like 4 years, and I was a lot dimmer back at when all this began. I was like, oh shit, everything's gonna fucking explode. But no, but I got wiser. I'm like, this shit's not gonna fucking happen. This is bullshit. So I'm just laying in bed, and outside there are fucking dicks firing fireworks come midnight into the sky. I'm like, you are trying to kill people with heart attacks, aren't you? Well, you're actually trying to scare people to fucking death. Because there was a whole lot of believers in that shit in the hometown, and they're setting off explosives literally right when it was December 21st, right when it started at midnight. Fucking dicks.
So, I would like to start the Halloween story.
Go for it.
So, there was this one year. See, this was like the year that I started running out of things to fucking go as. So I just grabbed my baseball uniform, put that on. My friend put on his fucking football uniform. I don't remember what his sister wore. And his other friend, I'm like, alright, his other friend can't, no, my other friend, which is their brother, came out. And we're like, alright, we ready? I'm like, Chris, what the fuck are you wearing? I cannot say what he said he was, because it is very insensitive. So I'm going to put it in chat. This is what this man said. I'm like, Chris, what the hell are you wearing? What the hell are you?
To Discord.
Yeah, this is what he said.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
wow.
Wow. Yeah, don't say that word.
No.
Don't say it.
I'm just like, no, you can't say that. I'm like, Chris, go fucking put on something else. He's like, no, fuck you guys. Okay, just don't tell anybody what the fuck you are. If they ask, lie.
What
does he do?
Where'd you?
What?
Real quick, he goes right outside and screams in, and then the cop pulls up. He's like, "Thanks for the confession."
He was telling people what he was.
No.
You just grab your sack full of candy, tie the freaking bag like freaking Full Metal Jacket, just start beating him over the head with it. I told you not to tell anyone. Oh god.
No. Surprisingly.
What did you say he was wearing?
Just a hoodie.
Just a hoodie.
Oh. Tell me it wasn't a gray one.
This man went and put on a hoodie and some pants and was like, yeah.
Was it a gray one?
It was a gray hoodie, yeah.
No.
No.
Oh.
Nobody got...
Hold on. The very next day, I guarantee you Jason's going to be shopping for hoodies now because of that.
Fuck you, man. And no, I'm not. I mainly had plans last week, but not anymore.
You see, I don't know
kidding.
how nobody got offended by what he was.
Yeah. Around here, you'll get shot.
Now, we went to the other block next to ours.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a fucking mistake and a half.
What, was it ghetto? Was it ghetto?
No. These motherfuckers were answering the door all happy and jolly and shit. We haven't had trick-or-treaters in 10 years.
I can already see now. We haven't had trick-or-treaters in 10 years. What are you supposed to be, a little boy in the hoodie?
No, we were. I was like, at this point in my life, like, we were 15 and 16. Like, like, we were running out of shit to be. No. This one motherfucker's house smelled like cat piss. And he was like, yeah, we haven't had trick-or-treaters in 10 years. He closed the door, turned around, my friend, yeah, you ain't gonna have any for another 10 after this.
Oh no.
So, we knock on this one door,
Wait, no,
and we're like,
wait.
trick-or-treat.
Was it just a jolly old couple, or?
Everyone was fucking happy they were getting trick-or-treaters. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, we haven't had trick-or-treaters since 10 years ago. That one little boy got shot, but that... Oh, God. Like, there had to be a reason people avoided that neighborhood. Had to be.
Well, it was on another dead-end street because I lived near the woods. So I guess nobody really thought to go down there. I don't know. We didn't get trick-or-treaters either. The only trick-or-treaters we got on my block were the people that lived on my block. Now, anyway, well, that's what happens when you live on dead-end streets and shit. But anyway, we even went to the bank and they fucking gave us candy. Anyway, yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Wait. Have you ever had that one dentist like, hey, if you give me a piece of candy, I'll give you a shiny quarter?
No. But
No.
that reminds me of another thing.
Jason?
Anyway.
Hold on, Jason. There's
Yeah.
a dentist in town that does that. In Orland.
No, this motherfucker.
Give me the name.
I know this
Type in
motherfucker's
chat.
game.
I
I
don't-
know this motherfucker's game. He's not helping kids. He's making his own fucking stash.
But no, like, okay, I don't know his name, and it was second year of middle school. I don't remember the address. I don't remember the house. All I know is that it was near my first house, which was across the street from preschool.
Oh, okay.
Now put that in your mind, War Chief. This guy who lives near the preschool is like, hey, you give me a piece of candy, I'll give you a shiny quarter.
Yeah, that ain't creepy at all.
Yikes. Anyway, you were saying, War Chief?
Well,
Anyway. Where was I?
Dead End Street.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so anyway, we're at that house with all the weird people. Not the house, the street with all the weird people. And we knock on this door, and this lady answers, and we say trick or treat. And she goes, I don't do Halloween anymore. My kids are all grown up. My friend goes, don't answer the fucking door then.
just like the recess ad, you buy a recess, you turn off the lights, and don't answer the damn door.
Wait, was her porch light on too?
Yeah.
This dumb fucking...
My kids are grown. I
Everyone-
don't do Halloween. Don't answer the fucking door.
Listen,
And,
woman.
there was
Listen.
this one younger girl, maybe
Yeah.
in her early mid-20s. She was really excited because we were her first ever trick-or-treaters, and when we're leaving, she goes, don't eat any unopened candy. We made fun of that for the rest of the night. I'm like, oh guys, this candy's not open. I can't eat it. There might be something inside of it.
That lady had just one giant brain fart.
Now, she even invited us to come get the rest of the bowl if we came back. Like, we didn't go back. It was like 10 o'clock, and no, we didn't. No, we were not going back on that block after what we experienced from them people. Oh, look, trick-or-treater! You're being fucking weird. Calm down. No wonder you haven't had trick-or-treaters in 10 years.
Oh, look, trick-or-treaters! One more for the coal mine! Come here, son!
Now, we were not being good that Halloween.
Oh god, what did you do?
Well, it wasn't what we did. It was what Chris did. This man was talking shit to people because I don't remember if they said something. I don't know, or he just didn't. I don't know, but he said something and almost caused a problem. I'm like, Chris, shut the fuck up. Come on. He's like, no, fuck them. I'm like, Chris, fucking come on. Now, what we were doing was, anytime there was a bowl of candy that said take one, we
Fistful?
snatched the whole fucking bowl.
Oh, that old thing.
I was doing it when somebody pulled up in their car, and I'm like, oh shit. He's like, oh, I don't care, take the whole fucking bowl. I'm like, alright, bet.
You feel chill about it.
Like, I froze. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh god. Is that it?
Well,
Well, we got back to the house, and that was pretty much it. I stayed the night there that night.
Alright, Jason, if you want the floor, I'm gonna save mine for after you.
I actually do have one more Halloween story. It happened when I was a kid, and it was like one of the funniest days ever. It wasn't really scary, but it was funny.
What?
Well, I probably traumatized one of the kids at school that day.
The hell did you
Because that Halloween, you know, it was costume time, so I decided to take my costume to school, and oh my god, that was the best idea I ever came up with. I was a gorilla that year.
do?
And guess who? And guess what the kid I traumatized was?
A banana?
A banana. Oh yeah, I was following him all day. Like, starting at the bus stop, he saw me, he's just going, oh shit. Because he saw my shitty grin.
How old were you?
I was like, I was around Mill Streets. Oh wait, it was Mill Street or Fairview, so like between...
Oh, I said how old were you, not where the fuck you lived.
I'm trying to...
Oh no, those are schools.
The
in town.
schools.
Oh.
Those are schools.
So you're
I'm trying to
around
think.
before middle school at very least.
Yeah.
Were you at
That's
least a
I was
fucking
probably-
child?
Yeah, I was a child for sure. I don't know how old I was.
Okay, because I was going to get very, very rude for a second and say,
No,
well,
Warchie,
what the
he was
fuck,
an adult.
middle
when-
schooler?
No, Warchie, if he
I was a child.
he was an adult before middle school. Right.
Listen.
You're seriously calling me an adult before middle school?
No, I didn't know if you had established what grade you were in.
I mentioned that. It was
At the
before middle
latest,
school at very
maybe
least.
4th grade.
I didn't know if you said middle school or whatever. I didn't catch that
No.
part.
I was still in elementary.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Well, here's the deal. Here's where I started scaring the crap out of him. Like, right when he got on the bus, he sat in one area and I sat right behind him with my arms on the top of the seat, and he looks behind and sees me, he's like, oh no. He sees a gorilla and he's a banana, and he's like, oh, this is not gonna end well. And you know
Yeah,
what's-
see, only
here's
a
where it really gets
child-
funny. No, yeah, we were only kids. We established
Only
that.
a
Now let me continue
child
my
would
story.
get scared of that.
War chief.
That's the point, indeed.
Yes. Can I continue my story now, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's where the funny part happened. Like, the moment he got off the bus, he started booking it, and I said, you know what? Screw it. The moment I got off the bus, I started chasing his ass. And everyone in that school who saw that a banana running from a freaking gorilla was just laughing their asses off. They're like, that's not, Siri Day.
We talking full sprint?
Yeah, full sprint. He's like, someone save me! The teachers would have helped if they weren't too busy laughing. Eventually, I
don't
stopped chasing them because I couldn't breathe anymore because I was out of breath and I was laughing.
I think the teacher was like, oh, they were just playing this little game. No, this was life or death.
First, like, one moment while he was running across the grass field area of the school, I was screaming at him, I just want to give you a hug!
Oh, God.
Just scared the crap out of him. He's like, stay away from me!
That would make him run faster.
Yeah, he ran faster. Eventually, couldn't keep up with him. It was hilarious. And at the end of the day, I ended up apologizing. I'm like, I'm just playing with you. He's like, oh, I know. But then we were both laughing our asses off, and we were like, I wonder what that looks like if it wasn't us.
Shame
That must have
this
looked
happened-
hilarious.
Shame this happened before the time of video phones.
I know, right? Because I'm pretty sure everyone at that time would have been recording that.
But anyway, so before I get to the big one, I have a small one to share with Jason. You'll appreciate this one.
Okay. Try me.
Your easy to access ex-girlfriend.
Oh, how's she doing? I'm starting to miss her. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't miss
Well-
her.
Yeah, you missed the easy access part.
Anyway, so
Stop reading my mind, War Chief.
you remember the small amount of time she was with our friend the other Kyle.
I remember this.
Yeah, I was making fun of him that whole fucking time.
You saw him, was like, "Oh, you poor bastard! I'll pray for you."
Yep.
But apparently she's real easy to scare. So when it came Halloween time, I had a hell of a fun time.
Really?
Yeah, because here's the thing, I had sort of like a homemade Jason Voorhees costume. It was a ripped up blue shirt, ripped up brown jacket, and a hockey mask.
Uh-huh.
Here's how easy she was to scare. All I did was just stand behind her, and just slowly lean my head over her shoulder and go, "Hey!" And she was like, "Ah!" She freaking just curled into like a mummy. She was like freaking all Thriller armed, freaking just against her chest, just leaning on the other Kyle, stiff as a board.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
this shit's too easy.
Hey, you wanna know how easy it is to scare? I got a story for you. Like, legit. This wasn't even Halloween, but I scared the shit out of her.
Bruh.
One day she was annoying me when we were still together, and I just wanted her to leave me alone. She wouldn't. So I decided to have a little fun with her. I'm like, honey, it's time for me to confess to you about something. What? I'm a vampire. Made it look like I was gonna bite her neck. She's like, she screams as loud as she kind of runs off. I'm like, wow, that was easy.
I have such an insensitive joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, she don't like hickeys.
Yeah, she sucked more than blood that night.
Yeah, and Jason's still mad that it wasn't him. No.
No, I'm not.
No, he had to watch.
But no,
No, I didn't.
I have such a mean joke, but I don't want to say it, so.
Hey, y'all know something really horrifying?
It's not, no, it's not an inappropriate joke, it's just a mean joke.
Anyway.
Hold on, real quick, everyone. Just one more story, okay? Promise. About my ex-girlfriend. This was hilarious. This was still around the time she was dating the other Kyle. One day I was just laying outside of the high school, just laying down on the grass, like relaxing. Then out of nowhere, I felt something sit on me. I'm like, what the fuck? I opened my eyes and there she is. She's like, hello, handsome. And you know what was my reaction?
Get the fuck off.
With my left arm, with my left hand, I pushed her on me while saying, get the fuck off me.
No, she just sits
That was
down.
more horrifying than seeing It the Clown face to face.
No, I just imagine it's like, hey, handsome, how are you? You just put like a smile on your face, just slowly put your arm on her shoulder above you. Push, get the fuck off.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did.
This one isn't Halloween related, but it is her related, and I feel like it's a better time than any to share this little story.
Oh,
Chief,
God.
Or Chief, you've
You
heard
know
the
what's
story.
hilarious?
Hold
Might
on.
as well
Halloween was the
rename
perfect time to
this.
bring her up.
We might as well rename this podcast Jason's Ex.
But no, this is the last one I'm gonna say about her. War Chief, you know this story. Jason, you don't know this story.
Try me.
Oh,
But
God.
you were in the middle of saying something, so
No.
Jason, get what you were gonna say out, and then I'll say my piece, my 2 cents.
No.
Yeah, she's like, why the fuck you post me off? I'm like, you ain't my girl anymore, stay the fuck off me. I don't know where you been.
We're not connected. We no longer a thing. I don't know you no more. You see me going up to random girls and sitting down on there? Just no, because that'd probably kill them. But that's beside the point. Anyway.
But yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So.
No.
Yes. Or Chief. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
Tell the story.
This was breakfast. We
Oh
were in the
God,
mess
I
hall.
knew it.
We were in the mess hall. So, here's the thing. For the last couple days, she's just been, like, you know, going crazy about the other Kyle. Like, there was a point where he, like, put his arm over her shoulder, and we had a class together. We had a freaking study class when breakfast ended. I go to study class, and she goes up to the teacher. Is like, "Oh, you're not gonna believe what happened this morning," you know.
Yeah.
She was gossiping to the teacher.
And you know, I'm just sitting there with like a squinting eyes, like, yeah, keep playing your act, bitch. I know that Jason told me all about you.
Yeah, because I was trying to warn you to stay the fuck away from her.
But anyway, so anyway, back to the breakfast that this happened. Like, she's just been on the surface, just head over heels for the guy, right?
At the moment.
And we were. He already knows, bro. For the moment.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
But just like a soda can, as soon as that bitch is empty, she's gonna move on to the next.
It doesn't even need to be empty for her to move on.
I'm sorry, Warchief, you're from Michigan. Pop. Anyway. So.
As long as it's half full, she's satisfied.
So we're sitting there, right? We're having our usual morning conversation. The way it usually works is I leave for school an hour early. I usually get there about 15 minutes because I walk over there. I wait for
Fucking Herman's already there.
No, I wait for Herman for about 10 minutes. That's how long it usually takes him. We go hit up the mess hall for breakfast, and one by one, the rest of our friends in our group joins the table, and we just sit there and talk while we enjoy breakfast. She, like a parasite, managed to work her way into our group.
Well,
because her...
it's not like you could stop it. She dated your whole fucking fun group, or half of it.
Because she is... because her, in quotations, boyfriend sat at this table. And we're sitting there, and we're just shooting the shit, enjoying breakfast. And the next thing I know, I hear... I'm like, what the fuck is that? Well, I didn't say that out loud. I'm like in my head, like, what the fuck is that?
Her little fucking giggle.
And then, no. And then I feel like a tugging coming from underneath the table. I look down. This bitch was unzipping my pants with her feet.
What?
Yeah. While she's sitting next to her boyfriend.
Oh.
That's some magic feet.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look back
She got fuck toes. She got feet fingers.
I look back like a monkey. Back to Jason's story about the gorilla costume. Anyway, but no. Like, I look up, I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up, and she's just looking at me in a shushed, flirty way. You know what my response was?
You grab her fucking feet.
I grabbed her big toe and bent as like, you better stop this shit right the fuck now.
And that was the end of her relationship with the other Kyle, I bet.
No, he didn't know it happened. All he knows is that...
You didn't tell him?
Well, no, because I know that this slippery slope was going to lead to the breakup anyway.
The fuck... I would have told this man immediately. I would have been like, hey, Kyle, look under the table. Look what I found.
just freaking
Your
is like,
bitch is a hooker.
no, just like, hey, look under the table, check out the fish I fucking caught.
Hey, check out Toby Bryan over here.
It's a little scrawny. Can I throw it back?
Oh god. But yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't do this shit next to your fucking boyfriend.
No, you're doing this shit
At
in
school.
public. Which means what else have you done in public?
In the school mess hall. But here's the thing, like, we both had window seats. I was on the one side of the window seat, she was on the other side. So she had, like, 4 other people blocking the view. I guess that gave her a little bit of confidence, like, I can get away with this.
No, you can't. You just got your big fucking toe bent. Anyway, I have another Halloween story to get back on topic.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember how old I was, probably like 6 or 7, and there was this house I went to, and they had a guy tied to a pole, and everybody was telling me to kick him, and I'm just like, you don't gotta tell me twice. So I start kicking the fucking shit out of this dude.
Oh, no.
He's like, ow, 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 like, some little kid runs out, hey, that's my dad, that's my dad. I look at him, I don't give a fuck, and I continue to kick his father in front of him.
And that's fucked up.
Wow.
He's like, stop! I fucking giggled and kicked his father one more fucking time, then just walk away. Like, Dad, are you okay? I'm just like, this is why we can't have fun things, because sensitive little children like you. What do you think your dad was tied to that fucking pole for? He was in on it too, dumbass.
God.
He was allowing children to kick him. Why are you asking if he's okay? But,
just to freak out, it sounds like, are you okay, Dad? I don't know, Timmy.
going back
that
to that
God?
thing about the dentist.
Yeah.
Going back, one year we hit this house. This motherfucker was giving out toothbrushes. He was fucking smiling and laughing too. I'm like, bitch, I know you have candy in that house. You're giving us toothbrushes and you're eating the candy for yourself. What kind of hypocrite are you?
Bruh.
And then the next house, some lady gave me a bunch of pennies, and I'm like, you know what? This is better than candy. It's free money. It's free real estate. Anyway, didn't you say you had a story, Jason?
Do you?
So moving back to
It
my
was
ex,
either
just kidding.
Jason or you that said you had one.
You said Jason.
I said it was either Jason or you.
It was me.
It was him.
Now, so Halloween is my holiday. Christmas, yeah, I like Christmas. Thanksgiving, what's Thanksgiving? Halloween, my time. Favorite time of year. And it wasn't until my first year of high school that I kind of stopped going trick-or-treating. And me and Ramon, we devised, hey, let's just hang out on Halloween, wait for it to be like trick-or-treating time for the kids, and then we just sit out and then we just, scare everyone that comes up to the house, like some houses would have like the ghost face costume, like the guy in the ghost face costume holding the bowl that says take one, and if a kid takes more than one, only one, Now, I actually have 2 stories. 2. The first one was the first year of high school, first time that me and Herman did this. He was dressed as Jason. I had a ghost face costume, and it would like diverge attention from each other, which would make the other person, when they jump out, scare everyone like a little more effectively, you know? Divert attention, jump scare, that kind of deal. And it was fun. It was really fun. And then, of course, you have your fair share of Halloween assholes, you know? Everyone's fucking quiet, Jesus.
I'm listening to this story.
So
Said Halloween assholes, and I'm just like, oh, bag snatchers.
So basically normal.
Look what happened to your legs. You gonna snatch another bag? Didn't think so.
So there was this guy with a rainbow wig. You know, clown costume, rainbow wig, red nose. And it was Herman's turn to be the attention grabber. So he jumps up and raises his machete and screams, and everyone jumps. And this guy's like, hey man, you better not hit me with that motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. Better not touch me with that, I swear to God. And I'm like, I'm gonna make him scream like a fucking baby. Because I know that this motherfucker thinks he's fucking hard shit, you know? I jump up, this boy collapses into his girlfriend's arms.
Oh, I have a similar story.
I jump up, and this boy's like, ow! Just backward falls into his girlfriend. He's like, what the fuck? Get off of me! Oh, God. So, what was that, War Chief? Go ahead.
Now, a couple years ago, I went to my Uncle Bruce's, and I was dressed as Michael Myers, scared the shit out of people. I was very good at that.
Hell yeah.
Now, I was just standing still in the yard, and some little kid dressed as a Michael Myers came up to me with his little ass baby knife and held it up to me. I held up my big ass knife and stared him down. He looked down at his knife and just walked away. Now.
Look down at his life. He's like, I'm not fucking winning this one. Bye.
No, like, people would walk by me and be like, don't touch me, and I'd just fucking stare at them. And it would make them so uneasy. Couple people actually followed.
Hey, let's see where this road takes us.
Now, there was this black couple that came up. It was a black guy and black girl, and they were taking their son. And he was talking to his girlfriend, and he didn't even notice me. I slowly crept up behind him. He thought I was his girlfriend, and he started talking to me. He turns around, notices it was me, and goes, ah! I just drops to the fucking ground.
What was he saying to you?
I don't remember, but he got laughed at by everybody. Now, towards the end of the night, I seen this group of girls walking together down the street. They didn't notice me, so I took the liberty to walk to the edge of my uncle's house, behind the fence, and all they seen when they looked up was me standing there, staring at them, and they fucking screamed and booked it down the other side of the street.
Wow. You know, that's what I want to do, but
I scared, like, every single fucking person that came by.
Hell yeah.
See,
yeah.
I would watch people, and they would say they weren't scared. Until they went to leave the house and I started following them.
They're like, I don't think this guy's from this house. I don't think he belongs here.
My uncle's cool because he gives out full-size candy bars.
Hell yeah.
Where's he at?
Oh god.
Like, he handmade all his decorations and shit too.
Nice.
But, yeah, that was probably the funnest Halloween I ever had. That was funner than even trick-or-treating. And he hasn't done anything since, I don't think, because COVID bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, I really want to do that again.
Hmm.
But, I'm thinking next time I find a way to get a voice changer and, like, keep it in my pocket and hook it up somehow to where I don't have to move my hands to sound like dress up like Ghostface and get one of them and scare the shit out of people that way.
You know, that's something that I've been thinking about since I live in this damned Halloweenless neighborhood. Just get dropped off in one of the good neighborhoods in town and just roam the streets. That might be fun, considering no one fucking comes to this house.
A week before Halloween. In Detroit, some dude was walking around dressed as Michael Myers. Somebody rolls down their car window. "You so weirdo, what the fuck are you doing?" It was like the day after the release of the movie or something. But I do have another. My childhood best friend Larry came over one year for trick-or-treating, and he didn't have a costume, so I gave him my hockey mask. And I'm like, hey, you could just be Jason, you know? He was like, yeah, cool. Alright. And I was Darth Vader. And we walked up to this house, and see, there were people behind me, and I wanted to be really dramatic after this happened. There was a guy in a Jason costume playing dead in the chair, and my friend Larry's like, poke him. I poke him with my lightsaber, he's like, ah! And it startled me, but not enough for me to fall, but I noticed there was people behind me. So I fell and started pretending like something really bad was happening to me. And they're like, oh my god! I just look at them and start laughing. You know what's funny?
What?
It cracked the guy playing Jason up, and I got an extra piece of fucking candy for it.
Yeah. So, you shared.
Oh, kids, if you ever got trick-or-treating and fake a seizure, maybe you'll get an extra piece of candy.
So, you shared your best Halloween, your favorite Halloween. I feel like I want to share mine.
Okay.
So this was actually the following year after
the condom in the face story.
See, why the fuck do you have to fucking do that?
Oh, wait, one thing.
What?
Just kidding.
My friend Larry, when we got home, so I forgot. He didn't have a pillowcase. He was carrying his candy in a grocery bag. It fucking split open.
Oh.
We spent 15 or 20 minutes picking up his candy.
Wow.
And then when we got home, my parents were like, alright, let me check the candy. And then he was telling us about how one year he found a fucking needle in his apple. I'm like, alright. I don't know who the fuck thinks somebody wouldn't notice that.
Bruh.
Yo, let me just stick this big ass needle in this apple. Nobody's gonna know.
Wow. Wait, hold on. I forgot some. Pulls the needle back out. Alright, put it back in there. God. Alright, so...
What's your story, Kyle?
Yeah, so as I was saying, this was the year after, the following Halloween after me and Herman's first time scaring people. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we decided to be a little more upfront, so Herman was Michael Myers. I was Jason Voorhees. And we were just out front, just like watching people as they came to the house and got their trick-or-treats and left. And we were just like staring people down, and occasionally we would interact with each other. And this one family comes up, and their kid, who looked to be about maybe 7-8 years old, was dressed like Freddy Krueger. And like, hey, can our son take a picture with you too? We don't even give a response. We just stay in character the whole time. We look to each other, look back at them, slowly nod, and the kid comes up and we take the picture, right? Now, I was a part 6 Jason with like the green shirt, the freaking military belt, the military belt and machete and all that. When they took the picture, Herman was staring straight forward, the kid was staring straight forward, I just gave the kid this like Jason Voorhees look, and I just stared down at him while they took the picture. Oh god. So they took the picture, they went, and we did this for another couple minutes, and all of a sudden Herman whispers to me, he's like, hey, kill me. I'm like, what? He's like, kill me. He's like, okay. So I stab him with the machete, and the rest of the Halloween was a fucking WWE no holds barred match with me and freaking Herman in freaking Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers costume, just beating the shit out of each other for the next couple hours. And it was really fucking fun because we got people cheering for either Jason or Michael Myers. There were people actually just crowded around the front of the house. People had to walk around the street in order to get to the next house. It was a whole lot of fun. But now, sadly, I can't do anything like this anymore because this neighborhood fucking sucks. So yeah, that was mine. Any other stories? Anyone else? Oh, hold on, there is one more thing that I want to share. But if anyone else has a story, go ahead.
Let me think. I don't think there is.
Jason?
What?
My boy
I'm reading
spacing out
manga.
over here. You. My boy spacing out over here.
What's up?
No outside media when we're doing this. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. And I'm the one who put the no phone sign on Discord.
Did you even hear a damn thing I said?
No, he hasn't been listening
about
for
the
the
Michael
past
Myers and
half
Jason
hour.
Voorhees fighting each other.
Yeah,
Yes, I was
okay.
listening. I just didn't hear when you were calling me.
Listen, put the manga down.
I was saying.
Okay, I'll put my phone down.
Do you have any other stories before I move on to the last one?
Yeah, just one. It's a real short one, don't worry. You know, one day my sister and I were trick-or-treating, and yes, it's still elementary school, War Chief, in case you're wondering. Anyways, one house had like one of those people in a costume, you know, with a freaky mask. But he was sitting down making it look like he was just a dummy with a bowl of candy on his lap. And part of his hand was in the candy. My sister goes to reach for the candy. The guy grabs her hand, and with the other hand, she bitch slapped him.
I got
She grabbed the whole bowl and ran. No joke, she grabbed the whole bowl and ran.
I got a quick one. So my nephew, this is a couple years ago. When my nephew was like maybe 6. So maybe like 6 years ago, I don't know. There was this one house he was terrified to go up to. Because there was a guy in a wolf costume he was terrified of. We get him to go up there, he gets his candy, then he starts talking shit to the dude. You're not scary. You're not gonna do nothing.
That sounds like your nephew.
No. It's not that nephew, it's my other nephew.
Dear God, there's 2 of them.
No. Yeah, Bradley is the one you're thinking of. This is the other one. No. He starts following us. I'm like, hey, Skylar, look behind you. Why are you following us? You're not scary. I'm like, Skylar. Hold on. I'm like, Skylar, you can't talk shit to the dude. No, you can't be scared to go up to a house and then talk shit and then... No! I will feed you to that fucking guy. Shut up. He's not scared. You're pissing your pants out. Just shut up. Keep walking.
Your nephew.
I look behind me and keep fucking laughing because he's still standing there. I tried to get him to... Like, I motioned him to keep following. He fucking walked away. I'm like, oh, you bastard.
Freaking your nephew's like, you're not scary. The guy, hold my fucking beer. I'll be right back.
Oh, I scared the shit out of my nephew. I don't even think it was Halloween. I don't remember, but might have been the day before. I don't even remember, but he coming over. He's going to run. I see him getting ready to dart to the backyard. So I put on my Michael Myers mask, and I wait till I hear the rocks. Then he goes to get up to walk up the porch, and all he sees is me standing there, slowly walking towards him. He's like, Angela! 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 I'm like, I just start laughing under the mask. And I take it off. He's like, why'd you do that? I'm like, 'cause it was funny. And I knew you'd get fucking scared.
So, mine isn't really the biggest thing, but the last Halloween that I went trick-or-treating, I was Jason Voorhees again, but it was a cheaper Jason Voorhees. Like, it was just a green jacket that I had for winter, and, you know, instead of a machete, it was a pirate sword that I snipped the tip into a curve so it looked like a machete. And a almost clear plastic hockey mask. And we were going trick-or-treating, and my dad brought one of his friends to go trick-or-treating with us with his kids. The man came dressed as a beer can.
That sounds like one of your dad's friends.
It does, doesn't it?
You think so?
His Halloween costume was a fucking Coors Light beer can.
Can you drink out of that beer can?
No, but he certainly brought one with him with the costume. Redneck.
A match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Redneck and beer, 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That same Halloween that me and Armand were doing the freaking backyard wrestling match in the front yard. My dad was dressed as a clown, and he saw one of his friends, and my dad was dressed as a clown. He had like giant what's it called? Like the clown pants that stick outwards around his body. And giant floppy clown shoes, and he just sees his friend walking his kid to our house, and he just looks at him. He's like, "Hey!" and does this dopey walk towards him. He's like, "Fucking took you so long." Oh god, it made his freaking kid piss himself. Good lord. But yeah, if that's not it, then we can wrap up. If no one else has any more, then we can wrap up.
I think
here.
we're clear.
All right.
We are good.
Yeah. So.
And if my ex is watching, love you. Not.
The fact that you would even say that first part, go away.
Good. You got it. I'll catch you guys later.
So anyway, thank you all so much for joining us for this week's podcast. Wow, he actually fucking left.
Yeah, and all because I said go away.
Hold on. I think he heard the word clear and is like, oh, okay, we're done here, bye. Because clear is the word that I use.
Yeah. But wait, did he?
Anyway, but yeah, thank you all so much for joining us this week. Next week, we don't really have a topic yet. We kind of burned through our scheduled topics. So next week is pretty much fucking anything. We don't really know yet. Still have to come up with it. So thank you all so much for joining us. War Chief, any leaving words?
Don't eat any unopened candy.
Always check your candy. Anyway. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. The links to our individual channels are down below in the description if you want to check us out there. And our link to our Twitch channel, which I hope fucking gets worked the fuck out, is also down below if you want to join us there. With that, we hope to see you guys next time.